Welcome all my home buyers out there. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty, and today we are in the city of Round Rock, Texas, in the community called Avery Centre. And the builder we're looking at is Townhomes. Now, this builder in this community is building just these townhomes. So these are 4 different floor plans that we're looking at, and these are the 4 models that the Townhomes has for this community. And the floor plan that we're going to be looking at today is called the Andrew floor plan. Now, this floor plan is 3 beds, 2.5 baths. It has a 2-car garage. It has a loft and an office upstairs. It's 1,871 square feet. It's a 2-story, and right now it's being offered at $415,915. Now, just between you and me, after I've looked at some of the recent sales in this community, we can do better. We can do better. And I love to share the numbers of what I'm seeing in as far as the comparables during our consultation. So we can get a really good deal, some really good incentives, and get an amazing tax rate that I'm going to break down a little bit later in this video. So one thing that I really like, a few different things that I like about this floor plan is that the primary is on the first floor and the rest of the bedrooms are on the second floor. I know that's very in line with what I'm seeing in the marketplace because a lot of home buyers really want the primary on the first floor and they don't mind it if the rest of the bedrooms are on the second floor. So you can have that separation for noise and just privacy, and that's what this floor plan has. So here right now we're in the primary bedroom and the primary bath with the walk-in closet towards the end. It only has 1 walk-in closet, but it has storage here for all your towels. And this home is by no means small. 1,800 square feet for a townhome is quite spacious. I've toured single-family homes of that size or smaller, so you're getting a lot of house, a lot of house for this price. Here's a nice shot of just the living space, the dining area. So usually I always kind of love to see what builders do to utilize the space underneath the stairs if it's a 2-story. In this case, they have the half bath, and this is the coolest part. This little doggy room, right, that they did underneath the stairs. I thought that was so. I just haven't seen it quite like that yet. I have seen little dog stations like that, but that one was just as well done. I thought that was like a chef's kiss. So good job, Townhomes, for staging it that way. I hope homeowners do utilize that space, and I hope the dogs do follow that and make that space their own. So here is a loft area that I was talking about. And then as you pan to the left, you can see this little pocket office, which would be great if you're working from home, or if you have kids, you can see how they set it up here. That could be like a little workstation for the kids, so they can separate like their bedroom from their desk space, so they can have a focus area, right? I know environment is so important when it comes to, just focus if you're studying or if you're working from home. So I like what they did there. And here are the other bedrooms that are on the second floor. So there's 2 on the top floor with a shared bath. So let's talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. And the bad thing about this community is that the HOA is $238. I know that is a lot of money. When I saw that, I was like, explain that to me, because that's too high. So here's what you get for it, which makes sense. The lawn care maintenance. So this community promotes a lock and leave lifestyle, meaning that you can literally lock your door and leave your house, and everything on the outside at least will be taken care of. So what does that mean? It means the lawn care for the front and back is provided for, so you don't have to worry about that. And that could easily run you $100-$150 here in Austin. The exterior of the building, so think of the roof and the exterior walls. And I need to double check this, but the windows, I would imagine, because it is the exterior, are covered by the insurance for this HOA. So in Austin, we do get some hail, especially during hurricane season, and we're getting all this crazy warm wind from the Gulf of Mexico as it comes up here, and we do get hail. So there's a lot of roof damage claims that happened here in Austin, Texas. So that's a huge plus, because here, if that happens, you wouldn't have to worry about it because that's covered by the HOA. So that could easily be $100 too for when it comes to home insurance. So $100 from the home insurance, $150 for the lawn care maintenance if you're doing it front and back. That kind of rounds up to $250. So that's justifies a little bit of what the HOA price tag is. So you can see what you're getting for your money. So if you're a homeowner that wants to have all the privileges and of owning your own home, but not necessarily want to do all the responsibilities and upkeep and maintenance of all the lawn care and doing all the chores on the outside, this community would be a great fit. So the best thing, this is incredible. That's why I came to tour this community, because when I saw that tax rate, 1.79 for a new community like this in the city of Round Rock, so it's not on the outskirts of Austin, is incredible, because that 1.79 is going to help you, the buyer, increase your purchasing power, and it might get you there to the price point that makes it very, very comfortable. Because if you look at other builds around the Austin area, more than likely their property tax rate is going to be 2.5 and above. And on top of that, you might be located in those communities might be, and more often than not they are, because they're brand new builds, you're going to be located in a mud pit or PUD. And that all simply means it's going to add a little bit more to your property tax rate. So it's very realistic to think that you could be paying 2.5 and above when it comes to your property taxes. But here in this community, 1.79. That's it. That's huge. Anything underneath 2 for a brand new build community is a huge win, especially if it's in a good city where, a lot of the infrastructure is already there. There's lots of stuff to do nearby. That's all a win-win. So in this community, so think of downtown Round Rock. Think about that in your head for a second, and then go northeast. That's where this community is located. So it's within an easy 15-minute drive to downtown Round Rock. It's within a 30-minute drive easy if you're going to the Domain, or if you're working off Palmer Lane. This community would be a great fit because it has that commute of 30 minutes or less. And if you have kids, there's the university right across the street. They have UT, an extension of UT across the street, and they have ACC Community College right here in this, very, very nearby, within a 5-10 minute drive. So if you have kids that are grown, going to college, still living at home, it would be super close to them. Or if you have kids still in elementary or middle school, there's still many schools in the immediate area. So this is as far as location, you can check a lot of boxes with Avery Centre. And if townhomes isn't your thing because you just don't like how close they are next to each other, which I wouldn't let that be a deal breaker, because I know you're thinking of noise, but we can test that out. And I know the builders tested it out, because that's a kind of common complaint, is I don't want to hear my neighbor, but they've done extra insulation. They'll be able to break it down a little bit better than I could say on how much they did to ensure that even though you might have a shared wall, you're not going to be able to hear your neighbor. So this was Lancy Homes, but in the community of Avery Centre. So let's talk about what your next steps should be. Okay, so if you're a buyer and you're interested in touring this community, hit me up. Let's schedule a private viewing. We can talk a little bit more about some of the comparables that I've seen, because again, I know we can get better than what they're asking for. We can do better, and I would show you the comparables so you could see what I'm talking about. And on top of that, if this is not a good fit, we can maybe check out, because there's 3 other builders here, right? We have Pacesetter, Century Communities, and we have D.R. Horton. Now, 2 of those builders, D.R. Horton and Century, are building single-family homes. Pacesetter would be the only other. No, I take that back. Pacesetter and D.R. Horton are building townhomes as well. It just depends on where you want to be at in this community. But we can talk about all that during the consultation. If you're a home buyer and you're looking to buy in 2024, just not in the next 30, 60 days, I would still suggest us doing a discovery call. That way we can get to know each other, and we're going to have a little bit more time on our hands. And I like having a lot more time on our hands, because that way we can figure out a good, solid game plan, right? And again, at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. And all the consultation is just free information. So we can figure out where you're at in the process, how I can be of value, and seeing if I have anyone in my network to help get you there faster. That's the big part of the consultation that we go over. And let's see here now. I'll have all that linked in the description so you can reach out to me. And again, if this is not a good fit as far as a builder or this floor plan, the builder's offering three other floor plans that we can tour. And we can actually go. I would even suggest let's go check out the other builders, especially that are building the single family homes, because I don't think you should be paying the same price for a townhome that you would a single family home. Because if you look at the resale value, single family homes definitely appreciate better than townhomes. So that's that's something we'll look at together to make sure when we make an offer, it's in line. So, because if we're paying the same price because the builder down the way is offering something similar and it's a single family home, then we're going to go over there. So, but if you really like townhomes and you like that lock and leave lifestyle, then we'll make a very competitive offer to justify that. And that's where I will come in and shine. So again, my name is Omar Pineda. I'm your Austin realtor with eXp Realty. I hope you like this tour and I hope you like this community. Let's definitely check it out if this is a winner. And if Round Rock, if this isn't a winner, there's other communities in Round Rock that are new construction builds that we can definitely take a look at. I've done a lot of videos, tours on the city of Round Rock because I love the city of Round Rock, and there's just that much new construction happening there, especially because now, since we're northeast Round Rock, we're a little bit closer to the side of where the new semiconductor plant of Samsung is being built in Taylor, Texas. So this, if you're working for Samsung, I would even argue this is a good community because you're within a good commute distance from from Taylor. And you're technically in Round Rock, so you're in Round Rock ISD for the school system. You're in Round Rock, so that has already kind of like a nice established little downtown area, so you can have your fine dining, you can have your entertainment. You're close to lots of schools here, so you're going into a community that's already built out for the most part that you wouldn't get if you're moving to Hutto or Taylor, Texas. Those are still kind of emerging markets where there's a lot of potential there, but you just have to wait. That's the only thing. Here, you wouldn't have to wait as long because it's already almost all done. You know, Round Rock is definitely not a new city by any means, and a lot of the infrastructure is already there. But they are expanding. They are expanding like crazy, their infrastructure for the roads. And I won't have enough time to do it in this video, but I will link it in the description. I'm going to do another video on just a nice general overview of this whole community where I talk about all the builders. I talk about the updates of what's happening as far as the infrastructure. And just really quickly, they're going to be building a road that connects to this community. So you're going to have different points for your commute. If I-35 or the 130 toll is congested, you're going to have another way to get south if you need to get to the domain or if you need to get to Palmer Lane for work. So that's something I'll link in the description that we'll talk about in greater detail. Again, my name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.